There is a mystery to these mountains, an ancient mystery. As we enter a new millennium on our calendar, we look back to the time before that calendar and wonder about the people who roamed the Highlands of Scotland. Their tale is made even more mysterious by the monuments that they left behind. On the Isle of Lewis, in the Outer Hebrides, the people manifest the blend of cultures which poured through the islands over time, the fair features of the Viking, and the language they share with their Irish neighbors. You see, they still speak Gaelic here. But very near where these people are working in the trade that is currently the mainstay of the islands, there is a more enduring legacy left behind by their ancestors.
Can you give it a hand? I'll try as well. Please. Hey! Sheep! These are males. Woo!
These are the standing stones of Callinish, Scotland's most famous prehistoric site. They are said to have been erected in 3000 BC. At the beginning of the 20th century, a man named Somerville found that the stones which run more or less east and west across the circle line up with the sunset at both equinoxes. He also discovered that the two stones on the outskirts of the main circle line up with the moon at its maximum or major standstill. Are they an astronomical map left here for future millennia? Supposedly people came out from the south and put these stones here. But let me let you in on something. It was aliens. Don't they look like monoliths? Arthur C. Clarke was right. Looks like the monolith in 2001. Well, okay, maybe not really aliens, but there is no consensus on who built these. Despite their age, interestingly enough, they are in the shape of a Celtic cross. Is that where the cross's circle originated? Of the prehistoric sites I visited in Scotland, Callinish was the most real to me. Callinish allows you to better associate with the people who built it and their culture because of its amazing design and complex facets. It also made me think of a progression, linking that culture to modern Scots. I really came away thinking that the Celtic cross got its shape with its unique circle from stones like these. There are stone monuments all over northern Scotland, in many shapes and sizes. These stones are an ancient Druidh temple. They represent a religion before Christianity, and they're on a hill overlooking the city of Inverness. These and the Callinish stones seem to have been built for cultural reasons, pagan religions, agricultural processes, or just astronomy. Others that I found seem to have been built for political and economic reasons, such as protection from invading forces. This is a Pictish broch in the middle of Sutherland, Scotland. These were the original castles. As you can see, they're built with stone. And also, as you can see, there's ramparts around the castle to defend against other Picts or invading Vikings. With its ramparts on one side and a steep slope to a stream on the other, it must have been a difficult place to attack. This broch is in a place called Kildonan. 20 miles southwest of Kildonan, as the eagle flies, is Croik, where you find a mix and progression of uses. what appear to be remnants of a Pictish broch, stand next to a church, which was built by the government in 1827. Christianity at that point continued to be a tool used to move the people further from their roots. Christian influence in Scotland began on this small island Iona. The ancients called Iona a thin place. Those are places where the layer between this world and the next is thin. The evening before my crossing from the Isle of Mull to Iona, there was a beautiful slash of light in the sky over the island and the abbey there. Thin place indeed. My pilgrimage from America to Iona took many turns and ended with a ferry ride from Mull, a big modern craft and a calm day. Not every day in this part of the world is as beautiful. More than 1,400 years ago, in 563, St. Columba crossed from Ireland to Iona in a cowhide boat. When St. Columba landed, he immediately set up a monastery to convert the pagan Picts in Scotland to Christianity. The site of this monastery, now called Iona Abbey, is still a place of worship for people from all over the world. Iona became well known throughout Scotland, and for centuries Scottish kings were buried there with the thought that their soul could easily rise into the heavens. Though Iona is small enough to be traversed in one afternoon, the historical elements of the island are numerous. This part of Scotland was plagued by Viking pirates. On this very beach was one of several massacres of monks. The base that St. Columba created led to the metamorphosis of the Picts into medieval Scots. The Christian ethics he introduced gave way to new European ideals. From the mystical powers Iona holds, we can see why the Picts would welcome this change. In fact, throughout my visit, the sky brought a sense of piety to my heart. Once Columba's monks spread through Scotland, history began to be recorded. But those ancients who placed the stones and built the brochs, their lives might always be a mystery.